I'm going to say something most men have never been forced to hear. If her attention controls your mood, if one text makes you feel alive and silence makes you feel hollow, you're not in love, you're chemically dependent. That sinking feeling in your chest when she pulls away, that's not heartbreak. That's your nervous system panicking because its source of validation just disappeared. Here's the dark psychology most men never learn. Your brain doesn't register her attention as affection. It registers it as proof of worth. Without it, you feel invisible, disposable, like you don't quite exist. That's why you replay conversations, why you overthink every message, why you feel calm only when she's close. But here's what should scare you. This reaction has almost nothing to do with her. You could replace her with another woman tomorrow, and the pattern would stay exactly the same, because this isn't a dating issue. It's not about attraction. It's not even about women. It's about a psychological wound that was formed before you were old enough to defend yourself. And once you see where that wound comes from, you'll realize you were never chasing women at all. You were chasing permission to feel okay. Here's where it gets uncomfortable. That craving for female attention, it didn't begin in your dating life. It began in your childhood. Dark psychology exposes something most men avoid looking at. The human brain learns how to feel valuable very early. And once that pattern is set, it runs in the background for decades. As a boy, you needed something specific. Not praise, not success, not achievement. You needed to feel seen without earning it. When that didn't happen consistently, your mind adapted. It learned, I must perform to be noticed. I must please to be accepted. I must be chosen to matter. That survival strategy worked when you were a child. It kept you emotionally alive. But here's the trap. Strategies formed for survival don't disappear when they're no longer needed. They just change costumes. So as an adult, the need doesn't vanish. It relocates from parents to teachers, to authority figures, and eventually to women. Her attention becomes the new signal that you're okay. Her approval becomes the new proof that you're worthy. And when she withdraws it, your nervous system reacts the same way it did when you were small and unseen. That's why the reaction feels so intense, so disproportionate, so humiliating. Because it's not adult pain you're feeling, it's old pain. And the most dangerous part? Most men never realize who they're actually reacting to. Because once you do, everything changes. Now let's talk about the wound almost no one wants to name. The father wound. In dark psychology, the father isn't just a parent. He's the mirror that teaches a boy who he is. When that mirror is missing or distorted, something critical never forms. A present father does three things. He challenges, he corrects, and eventually he releases the boy into manhood. When that doesn't happen, the boy grows older, but never fully grows up. He doesn't develop internal authority. He doesn't trust his own decisions. He doesn't feel solid inside. So he looks outward. Without realizing it, he searches for someone else to tell him, you're doing okay. You're enough. You belong. And women become the substitute. This is why female approval feels intoxicating. It temporarily fills the space where internal validation should live. And it explains something that confuses so many men. Why they want women so badly, yet fall apart the moment they get disapproved of. Because on a psychological level, he's not relating to her as an equal adult. He's reacting as a boy who never got the nod of approval he needed. That's why rejection feels catastrophic. Why disapproval feels like identity death. Why walking away feels impossible. But here's the part most men miss. This isn't weakness. It's unfinished development. And until that missing structure is built from the inside, every relationship will quietly collapse under the same invisible weight. And next, we need to talk about something even more uncomfortable. Why many men aren't actually seeking lovers at all. Here's the truth that makes people defensive. Many men aren't looking for a partner. They're looking for a mother. Not consciously, not intentionally, but psychologically that's exactly what's happening. They want to be soothed. They want to be reassured. They want unconditional acceptance when they're weak, lost, or failing. That need belongs to childhood, but when it never gets resolved, it sneaks into adult relationships. Dark psychology explains this clearly. When maternal comfort is missing early on, the nervous system never learns how to self-regulate. So the man externalizes regulation. Her voice calms him. Her presence stabilizes him. Her approval quiets the chaos inside. And when she pulls away, even slightly, he panics. He texts more. He explains himself. He tries harder. Not because he loves her, but because his emotional safety just walked out the door. This creates a dynamic that feels wrong, but is hard to name. She starts feeling responsible for his emotions, like she has to manage his moods, like she can't pull back without hurting him. And attraction quietly dies, because desire requires polarity, and nothing kills polarity faster than emotional dependence. The cruel irony? The more he needs her, the less she can want him. And the more she pulls away, the deeper his wound reopens. It becomes a loop, a painful, humiliating loop, and most men never understand why it keeps happening. But once you see this dynamic clearly, you can't unsee it. Modern culture is designed to keep this wound open. Dark psychology reveals something unsettling. When people are emotionally underdeveloped, they become easy to manage and extremely profitable. Look around. Half the internet exists to soothe you. You're perfect as you are. Everything will work out. Just trust the universe. That's digital maternal energy. The other half exists to shame you. Work harder. Man up. You're weak. That's digital paternal energy. Both feel familiar for a reason. They activate the same unmet childhood needs. Comfort without growth, or discipline without guidance. And neither actually helps you mature. Instead, they keep you dependent. Scrolling becomes regulation. Content becomes reassurance. Creators become surrogate parents. And here's the dark part. You can spend years working on yourself without ever becoming more stable, because feeling comforted is not the same as being healed. And being criticized is not the same as being guided. Men addicted to female validation are especially vulnerable to this ecosystem. Why? Because they're already outsourcing their emotional stability. From women to content to ideology. And the culture happily takes advantage of that. But there's an even deeper layer to this manipulation, one that disguises avoidance as enlightenment. And once you see that layer, you'll understand why so many men feel stuck no matter how much they learn. Here's the truth most men never reach. The moment you stop chasing validation is the moment your life actually begins. Because the emptiness you've been running from, it was never meant to be filled by a woman. It was meant to be faced. This is the final stage of dark psychological maturity. You realize no one is coming to rescue you. No woman, no mentor, no ideology, no right one. And instead of collapsing under that realization, you stand up inside yourself for the first time. You become the authority you were searching for. You develop the voice that reassures you and challenges you. You stop outsourcing worth, direction, and identity, and something strange happens. Rejection stops feeling like annihilation. Loneliness stops feeling like panic. Silence stops feeling like proof of failure. You can want women without needing them. Desire without dependency. Connection without collapse. And that's the paradox no one tells you. The man who doesn't need validation is the man who naturally receives it. But by then, he no longer builds his life around it. So here's the real question. Not do women want you, but who are you when no one is watching? Who are you when no one approves? Who are you when attention disappears? Because the moment you can answer that, the addiction ends. And for the first time, you're not chasing women anymore. You're finally standing on your own.